Well, hey folks, Species 7 here. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome today to our first look at Truck and Logistics Simulator. Yes, indeed, a game put out by Aerosoft, currently in early access, and as such, keep in mind, there's a lot of things kind of missing in this game so far that we're going to expect because we've got some stupidly, incredibly good truck simulators out there. ATS, ETS, yeah. So things like, well, you can run red lights. You're not going to get a ticket. We're going to definitely be single player. And I wonder if I not start a whole new campaign. Apparently not. I've made one run. When you first start, you start with $12,000. And they tell you to buy a vehicle. Now, the thing is, the only vehicle that you can actually afford is this minivan. Now, this minivan. I wanted this. It's $500 more than they start you with. So, yeah, I think it's to just sort of kind of get you used to things. Okay, options, driver. Ooh. Can I make a different... Oh, I see. That's just going to change the... Yeah. Well. How about if I go back? Oh, I don't want to quit. No. Alright, well, it looks like you can't go back and start over. So, we're going to be stuck with the fact that, yeah, I've already made one delivery. So, instead of the original $12,000, this is my truck. I've got $55.85. That's because I did one job and earned $3,000 or whatever. Because the minivan is like 10 grand to buy, and a bit. So, anyway, much like the name suggests, using everything from this little guy, well, in fact, from small cars. Yeah, we're gonna pick a sunny day. Up to full-size semis. You take on delivery jobs, construction jobs. Oh, can I? Oh, I didn't quite hit the button. You know, and those sorts of things. You build up money, you buy better vehicles, etc., etc. Now, again, a lot of the game is not fleshed out, and it also does that pretty much every time. A lot of the game is not fleshed out in so much as a real campaign progression may not really feel like is there yet, you know. So now, keyboard and mouse are supported, gamepads are supported, but one thing I've noticed, and I don't think it's available in options, is that even if you use a gamepad, it's not going to show you the controls. Like here it says engine start E. I'm going to press A on my gamepad. Obviously the engine started. Right? So yeah, how am I doing for fuel? Ooh, I'm almost out of the gasoline. So yeah, here's my, as I said, here's my little minivan. The sound could use a little work, in so much as either this minivan has got the most massive engine in it of any minivan ever built, or yeah, I think they're... See now, T to refuel. No idea. So I'm going to hit T on my keyboard. Oh, I probably have to hold it in? Yeah, there we go. Fuel price, 1.6 cents. What, per liter? No, I don't think so. 35 liters cost me 56. So maybe it's a $1.06 a liter? $1.60 a liter? I don't know. Fuel capacity, 45 liters. Really, eh? That's not that much. Anyway, we now have a full tank. So what we want to do is drive over to... Oh. The closest, or any one we choose, really, place that will give us jobs. Whoop. Now, like I said, traffic rules aren't in effect, but what is in effect is cargo damage. So, yeah, you can pretty much, like I say, cut across traffic, run red lights, break speed limits, do any of that stuff. But if you bust up the cargo, you in trouble, boy. Alright, here we are. So now we get to, much like ATS, ETS, and all the other TSs, we get to pick ourselves a job. Alright. Well, this is YouTube. So for the sake of brevity, we're not gonna... distance determines price. Yeah. Like this one, distance 5,646 meters, 5 kilometers, is going to net us 7K, even though they're paying less kilometer, 1261 a kilometer, as opposed to this thing paying us 1371 a kilometer. Now, so I guess there's a couple of ways to look at it. This job is actually paying more. You're only going to make $4,000, but you're making a higher fee per kilometer, so it's going to take you less time to make the same amount of money, right? At any rate, at this point in the game, I don't care. So let's just pick this job. It's going to be a nice short job. It's, what are we going to have to drive here? 3K? Like 3 kilometers? That's not bad. That's not bad. Let's accept the job. Now, you'll notice all of a sudden, I'm in this forklift. Yeah. Now, camera controls. That isn't it. There we go. Yeah. Start the engine. Again, you'll notice that the controls, even though I'm using my 360 controller, it still shows it as being the left mouse button, which is not nearly as cool, let me tell you. Another thing you're going to notice is a lot of the things that you end up doing are going to seem maybe a little more arcadey than what you would expect for something with simulator in the title, especially when it comes to things like this. Now, of course, it looks like I'm doing an incredibly good job of, getting all of this done, but things will happen like, okay, that's alright, that appears to be down there. Let's back out. Whoop. Apparently it was not. There we go. Okay, see the van's doors close? Now, we're going to want to come over here. Grab these ones. Basically, as long as that's down as far as it goes and you're somewhere near the center of this thing, it will pick it up. Boom. So yeah, not nearly as, shall we say, fussy as some games. And it doesn't just go flopping off of there every time you turn or that sort of thing either, which is, I gotta say, nice. But if you're looking for a very... Yeah, I know, I'm pushing the poor trailer all over the place, aren't I? Really simmy? This may not be it. See, notice that box is sliding forward to make room for the second box? Yeah, there's none of this, just push it in with the second box and hope it doesn't explode. Yeah, see, same thing, it's getting a little bit dim out, so they're telling me to turn my lights on. Obviously, that's not going to do it. Well, I mean, it will. I can reach forward and hit the keyboard. But somewhere on the controller there may or may not actually be a light switch. Well, cargo is not quite in place. I have to kind of put it in here, you know. Now, again, watch this. I did not do that. Okay. The job is done, so as soon as you do the last thing they say, which is to pull back the loader, they will pop you back into the vehicle you're supposed to drive next. So, yeah, like I said, if you're looking for something that's super duper sim, well, maybe not. And I'll be honest with you, you know? Whoop. I really don't mind. Oh, I just shut the trailer off. Oopsie. What's the... I'm just going to try buttons here until it connects. Oh, there we go. The B button on the controller apparently connects it. So, can I find my lights? Ooh, I did. Right on. Up on the D-pad. Fires up your lights. Cool. Now, you can, of course, actually do this on every vehicle. Yeah, there is inside the old cockpit controls on every vehicle. So, with that said, let's go. It doesn't handle too badly. Oh, they want us to go out there, I see. Well, we almost didn't do that right from the start. Well, we got a car coming that way, and then we're good. Woohoo! Man, this thing's just a rocket ship. Yeah, like I said, at least currently, you'll notice all the mirrors work. But, yeah, at least currently, you want to run red lights, run intersections, whatever. The only penalty is, I mean, if you run a red light and T-bone somebody, or you get T-boned, well, that's going to damage the heck out of your cargo. And, that ain't exactly going to be a point in your favor. You're not going to get paid the full amount for the job. So our little $4,000 job here would rapidly become, well, not worth the money. Oh, this is a fragile cargo. So I need to be taking it nice and easy, eh? I have to keep that in mind. I just noticed down in the very bottom right-hand corner is the fragile cargo symbol. And it is the actual fragile cargo symbol, so, yeah. Probably, whoa, not too much speed there, Harry. I know we're only doing 40, but I can only assume that's miles an hour. Alright, well, we're going to have something weird coming up ahead here. Woohoo! Go back to our out of cab for a minute. I do kind of like that you can do this as well. You know, anytime you want, jump out of cab. Now, I haven't figured out where the signal lights are. I was hoping they would have been automatically put to the bumpers on our controller, but they're not. They need to do a little bit of road smoothing and such, but I suppose you could just look at it and go, yeah, well, where in real life are the roads really that smooth to start with? But I have noticed that there's a lot of places where you seem to get this almost, yeah, that looks like this way, unstoppable bobbing of the front of your vehicle. Oh, look at all the woolly crunchies too, cool. Where it feels like you're on a pogo stick as opposed to a vehicle. But that's okay. I'm going to say it doesn't happen often. It only happens on certain pieces of highway. Now, a lot of people have complained that this map is really small. And I mean, again, compared to, ATS, which, well, it's, eventually at least going to be all the way across the United States, or ETS, and, well, it's like all of Europe. Sure, the map is small. It's a few interconnected cities. But again, it's early access. And that brings me to another point, and kind of back to the beginning of the video. As I said, this is being made by Aerosoft. And they've certainly got experience in making simulators. You look them up on Steam, just click their name instead of the game name, and yeah, they've got a lot of simulator titles. Unfortunately, if you then follow any of them into their respective forums or game pages, you'll find a lot of the issues. I guess we're going to want to be pulling down this ramp. They don't always get around to quashing all the bugs and such, shall we say. I think we want to follow this fella. Yeah. So, we can only, I guess, at this point hope that in the development cycle, this game gets far enough to really be, well, as cool as it kind of seems to be so far. See, watch. I'll run this red light. Whoop-de-doo, right? Now, I need to get into that yard. Somehow. Now, here's a green light. We can run that as well. There we go. And there's our drop-off destination. The camera did that on its own, by the way. Whoop. Oh, I guess we're done. Yeah, I didn't flip the camera around when I started going backwards. So, there you are. And that's the end of that job. So we can click the button. And it starts us here. Which is, convenient enough because this is one of the logistics centers you can get jobs at. So let's go see what else they've got in mind for us. Boop. Perfect. We've now got, look at that, $9,600. We're a job away from buying the next vehicle up the line. So that's not bad. 3 jobs. And, yeah. What do we got here? 1341, 1357, eh? It's another one of those. Ooh, these are... Well, let's try one of these. What do you think? It's not by any means the highest paying. In fact, it's quite terrible in that regard. But it's something different to haul. And it's the better of the two for that. So let's try it. There you are. There's your basic controls. But again, only for keyboard. Yeah. Let's start our engine. Right. Again, as soon as it shifts to reverse, it goes into the backup camera if you're in outside view. Which... okay, we're hooked. Is both, I think, good and bad, because it does also block your view of what you're backing up to. Which isn't to say you can't, of course, pivot and angle your camera just as you normally do, but... Alright, apparently we're going out this way. This is a pretty good load. You can feel it on there. Now, the AI, of course, they actually do, obey traffic, at least to a degree. I like how every time you come to a stop, it does give you the choice of dumping your trailer if you want to. I gotta say, it's a pretty healthy sounding motor in this thing, man. Alright. Wow, what a terrible off-ramp. Seriously. Wow. I would question the sanity of that particular engineer. I really would. But decided that was a good way to build an off-ramp. Alright, let's really put the hammer down. Oh yeah, we were doing 80. It's probably a little quick for this off-ramp. Woohoo! A little quick off the ramp too. We almost rear-ended that guy. Alright, coming up on a couple of gas stations, and by the looks of things, repair shops. So I take it you can repair your vehicles, because they are your vehicles. There's no option given, as there are in the other ones, to start with, you know, other people's trucks and just simply haul cargo. Yeah, no. Right from the get-go. Right from the get-go, you are your own contractor, and therefore you run your own vehicle, even if it is just a little cargo van like this thing. Graphically, not bad. Not bad. Not optimized to the teeth. I mean, I'm getting 50 frames with my, you know, I run a 590 Radeon R590, and I know, not the most modern graphic card, a 5th gen i5 that is mildly overclocked. I almost made that one a mistake. Oh, you can get rear-ended too. I have been rear-ended. The most damage I had done to a cargo was being rear-ended. So, and 32 gigs of DDR4 running at 3200 megahertz. And like I say, you're getting between 50 and 55 frames, so it's not too bad. Let's hit some lights. Seeing as she be nighttime. You have to stop quite a ways back, otherwise you can't see the lights. It's one thing I have noticed, at least with this van. It's almost like you're sitting a little bit far back in the seat. But much better than I've seen with some vehicle simulators, man. You feel like you're, you know, the steering wheel is a part of your chest cavity. So you notice the AI stopped and waited for that other car to complete his turn? Yeah, I mean, it's... Considering how long it took them with ETS and ATS to, actually work out AI that wouldn't just continuously bomb into you for no particular reason, I'm pretty impressed. Pretty impressed indeed. They seem to do a good job. Like, this is absolutely playable. It's enjoyable if you're into this sort of thing, and I think most of the people watching my channel probably are. That's why I thought it would be. Be honest with you guys, I was this or I was going to buy Hardspace Shipbreaker. which is a game I've actually been looking forward to for quite a while. You know, but I do have a budget for games, as everyone does, and I thought this was a better fit for the channel. You know, I thought that game might be a little more cool because it's a different concept. This is basically, like I say, another truck simulator, logistics simulator, whatever you want to call them. But yeah, I just don't know it was quite as good a fit for the channel, so I decided we would... oh, heck it, let's just go. It seems to be that time of the night when there's just not a lot of vehicles on the road. So, we should be good. We don't need fuel right now. We get not bad gas mileage, I must say. You know, I'm impressed. It's pretty good. Alright, what do we got here? Oh my lord. A roundabout. Ugh. First one I've seen. Yeah, as I say, the graphics aren't too bad. You know, the scenery is reasonable. I mean, when you look close at the buildings, yeah, they're pretty low res. Some much worse than others. I've noticed some buildings and backgrounds and stuff that were just, oh, terrible. They look like somebody had taken a bad picture of a postcard and then glued it onto the front. Parked vehicle in the parking space. Oh, we must be close. Where is it here? There must have been a door here in the wall when we came in. I'm not seeing it. I'm seeing a lot of fence. I'm seeing a lot of fence. I'm not seeing a lot of gate. Okay. Oh my god. I'm sorry. Oh, I hope none of my UK fans are watching this because they're going, oh, God, how many people have I cut off? Alrighty. I don't know. That was horrible. Well, how the heck am I supposed to get into that place? Oh, please don't make me go through that roundabout again. Here we go. That's something I've also noticed. They're not always as clear as ATS or ETS or any of those guys about exactly where this maybe goes. You know? At least how to get into these places. Because, yeah, I'm pretty sure there was... Oh, there's a gate way the heck over there. So there was a gate on both ends. Okay. Oh, look where they hid my place, man. You want to just tuck it in there? Thanks. Okay, I can do this. No problemo, man. Alright. Check it out. Another job completed. Very cool. I'm just going to shut that off for the moment. No, you can't get out of the truck. Like ATS and ETS, it's strictly, you know, you may have spent all the time in the world not designing this character, because you actually just pick from one of 4 or 5. But, yeah, that's all you're going to see of them. Is much like, yeah. Any of those, you are simply this, this torso and head with arms to hold a steering wheel, and away you go. Cool. Alright, now let's, go to the garage. Okay. I think that didn't work because you'll notice where my mouse here was on options. I think it was giving it 2 different sort of signals. And I want to go here because guess what? I can now buy this. Yes, for $12,500. Nice. Nice. We're going to buy that. Yes, please. Awesome. Cool. Let's make it ours. Let's paint it. There we are. We'll put it in our fleet colors. Come on. Apply. Why didn't you paint, man? Oh, I can't change the color on this one? You suck. How can I make it my fleet colors? No. Oh, I'm sad now. Not really. The game supports cross-platform multiplayer. So here's our new truck. Cool. What? Now, we do still own both vehicles. And at any time, you can simply go to the garage and grab your other vehicle. Right? So. But, if you want to see more, let me know in the comments down below, because I'm going to end the episode here. We're just over a half hour in. So far, I think pretty cool. I'm enjoying it. You know, these, buddy, I bought it brand new and there's missing the wheel cover on the front wheels. They don't even match. Look at that. 3 of them match. The heck's wrong with that one? They put like a spare or something on there. Unbelievable. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. If you did, like I say, let me know in the comments down below. We'll look at a little bit more of this. Oh, look at that. Again, buy a brand new vehicle. It's almost out of gas, so we're going to have to hit a gas station. Brilliant. All right, folks. Take care of each other. Stay away from each other. And ciao for now.